Merckx has got Steve in P1. I think that would be the most popular victory we've ever had in SLR. But anyway, here we go. 5 red lights. And it is lights out. Tamol's jumped the start.
Wow.
So that's that one out the window already. Oh, it's a drive-through penalty stripped out. All season is away. We have a Haas who looks like they're on the grass a bit down into turn 1 then. Most of these guys are keeping it clean. We've gone forward TNXBG, sorry. There's been an incident already in the back. It looks like most of these guys have got through pretty cleanly though. We've got Darkstorm who's going to go dive down the inside of a couple of guys. He makes a bit of contact with Pazuzu, and it looks like they've got through just above Storm already up to the net race lead then. With Tamol drive-through penalty, he is just racing off into the distance. So it's been a terrible start for your poleman Cowan, who's already down into P5. Maxwell as well jumping up a couple of positions. We're going to get the tyre strategy everyone is on. And there you go, most of those guys on the medium tyres. Also on the hards, what would you expect from Gillen in the midfield? We're going to try and jump into some of that. Stevo in P9 then, he's had a decent start, he's held position. He's all going on behind though. JPP already up into P12 from P20 on the grid. Stevo has a penalty already, unfortunately for him. But yeah, JPP with the start, the best start out of the lot there, I think. Oh, he's gone. As I say that, he's already been collected by Russell. Big contact there. Oh. He's going to have to wait for these guys to rejoin the track.
That is absolutely good. I was literally about to say 8 places gained already. What a start. Kept him. Oh, and he's
contact with Diglin.
Oh.
That is definitely the curse of the commentator there. It looks like it could be a potential VSC here. I think, yes, it is a VSC. Tamol's serving as a drive-through now. I don't think that's going to work, unfortunately, because of the virtual safety car. Although he could just be trying to go into the hards to the end anyway. A bit of a bold strategy there. He's got nothing to lose, though. Obviously, having that drive-through that he's still got to serve. I think with the stream at the start there, unfortunately, but it was just struggling to find any decent camera angles. But yeah, Neymar now up 5 places from P16. Fantastic start as well. He's at P6 and P12 on the grid. And Darkstorm up P6 as well. That 5 place grip not doing him any damage at all. He's already up into first place. What a start from him as well.
Yeah, he'll be so pleased with that. The start for the most part clean. One instant where Necklaw being put to the back. JPP getting with an incredible start, but obviously a bit of heartbreak towards the end of the lap. But yeah, Darkstorm, Suzu, Maxwell. You know, we said it. He's that one bit of chaos we needed to wait for, and now it's just about keeping it clean, keeping it sensible, and keeping himself in that podium position.
Oh, and Neymar's gone. Neymar has crashed. I'm not really too sure what's happened there. We're going to go on board with Russell and try and catch the end of it. But Neymar out at the exit of turn 10 looks like a really unusual one. Not the sort of place you'd expect him to crash. And he's facing the wrong way with no time. Looks like he could have spun and then potentially been collected. We'll try and see. It looks like Toto Wolff, yeah, without a front wing here, so it looks like he could have been involved in that collision potentially. But I'm cursing everyone here. Every time I've seen someone's had a good start, they've been very shortly afterwards out of this race or out of contention.
So Cameron's already in the pits.
Looks like a new front wing for him as well.
Yeah, so
Harvey OC on the back of Stevo. Looks like he's going to go late braking down the inside. Stevo leaving him room nicely there. And he has no answer to the Alpine on the fresh soft seat. Over to P8 there. Fantastic.
And it looks like, did an Alpha Tauri go off there? No, ignore that.
Back over to this battle for the lead then. Pazuzu just over half a second behind Darkstorm. He's got Maxwell and Cowan keeping him company behind. Cowan's recovered nicely after that poor start from himself to gain a couple of those places. Looks like Will Lex now has joined his teammate Neymar with a spin 10. It looks like he's got away losing very deep into the final corner. That's a big mistake that could give Maxwell a run down the straight, although I think the Haas driver is just going to be a bit too far back for that. Big mistake from Pazuzu. He's got the DRS though. He's using a bit of back. Darkstorm looks like he's quite slow in a straight line.
Oh wow!
So Pazuzu is going to go. He's going to have a think about it down the inside, but decides against it. And now we have another driver just like winning next once again potentially. His Williams round.
Yeah, and again. And again.
And again. Looks like we could be on though with Suit of Darkstorm. He looks like he has the upper hand pace-wise early on in this race.
Just needs to make sure he's sensible about where he overtakes. No dive bombs out here. We need to make sure that this is clean and at the right time. Doesn't want to make any rash decisions here for the lead, but he certainly was gaining through sector 1 even after how deep he went into that final corner and before the straight. So definitely got the pace on Darkstorm at the moment. Unless Darkstorm can pull something out of the bag, Pazuzu might have this at the DRS zone onto the straight if we can manage to keep it all together.
Apologies for that, I've missed the move there. Cowan up the inside of Maxwell, looks like the P3. I thought the gap was about half a second, so I'm too far back for any sort of move to be made there, but Cowan has proven me wrong. He's back up into P3, so making amends for that poor start even further now with another position gained back up from P6 now to P3 and only a few laps. Maxwell could be coming back at him here on the straight. He's left that DRS wide open. JPP has gone for another spin again. But here we go, Maxwell looks like he could have a run up the inside here of Cowan, but Cowan later on the brakes holds his position nicely, although maybe goes a little bit too deep. Maxwell's going to hold it with a fantastic move then round the outside of P2, and Cowan has been mugged right off there. TNXBG
Wow.
sneaking through as well, so Cowan back down a couple of places. We now have a full safety car as SLR Russell has gone.
Yep, so SLR Russell is gone, and women Lex with a 3-second time penalty. It's time for receiving track them.
Excellent turn as well. Catching yes another drop this time. Unfortunately, with terminal damage from that incident, we're going to have a few guys in the pits. Tomol, who's already served his drive-through, is going to pit for a second time already in this race, and he's still only in P14, which does not sound too bad at all to me, since we're a set of soft tyres, which is quite an interesting tactic.
Yeah,
Definitely won't last to the end.
Yeah, I was just thinking this could have played into Smolly there actually for getting himself back up there. But yeah, they're taking the soft option, so we'll see what happens with that. But Maxwell really got himself into a great position there. But Pazuzu was really starting to gain on Darkstorm, so I think the safety car for Darkstorm might have been a bit of a blessing there. We'll see what happens with the restart. But
guys do the strategy as well. Are they going to dive into the pits for set the hard tyres? Pazuzu will, Darkstorm stays out, Maxwell stays out, TNXBG stays out, Calvin does as well. Looks like most of these guys are staying out. Harvey C is going to get rid of those soft tyres. Looks like a wise decision from him. Presumably going to go on to the hard, to the end of the race. Pazuzu just getting out ahead of him, and yeah, Harvey C does go on to the hards. Stevo as well in the pits, surely for a set of hard tyres as well for him. Indeed it is, yep, looks like a lot of these guys are going to try and take these hards to the end of the race. That's surely got to be the better strategy now. The Darkstorm, Maxwell, TNXBG and Cowan, your top 4 all deciding to stay out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right strategy. I think going into the hards would have been a sensible decision. Couple laps behind the safety car, they'll definitely go to the end. Obviously, save the time on the pit stop. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. But I think Pazuzu's definitely made the right call there, and could find himself in a really good position in 10 laps time. I think he could definitely maybe take P1 off Darkstorm in that decision.
Yeah, I'd certainly agree with that. If he can keep his nose clean off the beat and hold position at worst. Obviously, another thing to factor in is the tyre warm-up. He can just do that behind the safety car now and not lose any time. Storm and Maxwell, who are going to come out on those soft tyres, presumably now later on in the race, all going to suffer a little bit from the warm-up. Obviously, not as bad as it would be if they went onto the hards, but they're still going to lose some time, even more time potentially here, having not had a free pit stop either. So yeah, I'm definitely agreeing with you there, James. I think Pazuzu has certainly gone for the right strategy choice going onto those hards.
And I think this safety car's also been a bit of a blessing for JPP Gaming after what happened to him. Maybe an opportunity for some redemption to try and get back up those places. Gained 8 places off the start. Maybe start with.
I think another other couple of drivers though that is hindered as well are the two Hicklin who've both started the race on these hard tyres. They're going to be in the lit now, having to, well, they're forced to stay out really. They don't have the choice of another set of hard tyres. The mediums will probably last from here, but it would be a stretch taking them 22 laps. Yeah, they're now on the slower tyres and still need to make a pit stop in this race.
Yes, to see what Jamal decides to do on the strap, going out in those softs under the safety car. We'll see how he plays that strap.
Well, speaking of JPP game, lap down, I believe.
So he is.
There appears to be some sort of glitch in my timing tower. It seems a minute 30 behind. He's definitely a lap down because he's right in the middle of this pack here. I think between Scott and Pazuzi, which isn't ideal for the McLaren driver. But yeah, JPP game is a lap down, and unfortunately for him, you have to say really it's ruined.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there would have to be an absolute, miracle. If everyone else gets in a massive pile-up, maybe, you can't ever rule it out. But yeah, I think that could be JPP Gamers' race over. So we'll see if Maxwell manages to make any moves on the restart on Darkstorm.
Baggy's spun behind the safety car and he's going to lose a handful of places from that. The safety car's coming in this lap, so hopefully time to catch back up to the pack.
Yeah, 16th. That is unfortunate.
Maxwell for the safety car restart. We're going to look at when Darkstorm decides to go. It could be a bit of a late one here. Safety car's come in and he's gone. Maxwell looks like a fantastic start. He's going to tread to move into the lead of the race. That is smart driving. Timol's been disqualified for ignoring his drive-through penalty, which I think is unfortunately a bit of a glitch for the game because obviously you can't serve it behind that safety car. So yeah, pace for Timol in qualifying. Unfortunately, I think a bit of a crap game glitches there. Many moves in the restart though, James. I'm not sure if you've seen anything further down.
No, sorry, I was just focusing on that take from Maxwell. What a restart! Pace behind Darkstorm.
Perfectly, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a George Russell there, I think. Really did very well.
Certainly caught him napping. So VOC going up the inside of Hicklin, but Hicklin's defended it nicely there. JPP's got a penalty for ignoring the blue flag, so he's obviously causing a bit of getting out of the way of these guys. Women Lex one on board, going very deep into turn 10. I think it's played out beautifully for him. He's picking past Stevo, maybe even Cameron here as well on the exit. JPP just in front as well. He's going to go round the outside there, Women Lex and Cameron. Great respect from these guys, leaving each other racing room. And 12, and there's a bit of decent contact, it looks like. It had been a respectful battle until then, but I think a bit of decent playing a factor for sure. And Cameron's got a penalty for collision, and they're both a long way down now.
Yeah, that was respectful to a point, but it was always going to be tight on that uphill bend there, and yeah, looked like Cameron had just come in a bit too soon there on the racing line, so we'll see what comes in. So it looks like
contact. XBG and Darkstorm go side by side. Darkstorm trying to pull up, and that's wet on the straight for Darkstorm. Moved across a bit too late for my line, I think that at all either. Yeah, TNXBG trying an audacious move around the outside of the turn one, almost pulled it off, but doing a fantastic move if he could have done so. But it's getting pretty feisty here at the front now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if TNXBG got wing damage from that, but
I'd be surprised. It is on standard damage.
Yeah.
It wasn't a huge amount of contact. There's now Hicklin and Stevo have gone round, and that's another VS. Oh, another full course safety car, sorry. I've not seen any damage at all. It didn't look like there was... Sorry, having said that, Stevo's lost his front wing, and it looks like Hicklin has as well.
And as that happened...
But no one out of the race, so surprisingly it's a full course safety car.
As that happened, Dark TG there, TNXBG ended up going straight into the back of Darkstorm. Nothing came from it,
no penalty, interestingly, yeah.
Which I was quite surprised about.
cause any damage either to Team XBG
No.
again, so we could have escaped damage twice here.
Yeah, I think things are going to get very, very heat. Oh, and we've got Maxwell, Darkstorm, and TNXBG in the pits. So for Zuzu, as we thought, right back up there, managed to keep himself out of the drama.
Yeah, I think this has played out nicely for him.
It has played out
Yeah,
very
all
nice.
of those guys going onto the mediums, of course. Cowan, interestingly enough, still staying out, so it looks like he's still committing to that mediums to soft strategy.
Yeah, it's a brave move, but could keep the tyres quite well with these couple of safety cars, so it could go in this situation.
So it looks like then the net positions really is Pazuzu in P1, then Harvey OC in P2, with Richie Chappell 3rd, Cameron 4th, and Maxwell's now in 5th, so he's not lost out too much there as Maxwell, despite pitting quite a bit later than a few of those guys behind the earlier safety car. Toto Wolff and Negclaw are having a bit of a battle behind the safety car, which I would personally not recommend doing. Negclaw's got back up into P3 though, which I think is where he was before. Yeah, those guys not losing out too many places from pitting behind the safety car kind of net, but obviously a few guys still in the way. Negclaw's now, I think, tried to let Toto Wolff back through, and Harvey has ended up sneaking through as well. It's all getting a bit messy here. I think people trying to give places back that they've accidentally taken. Sorted now though by the looks of things.
No, I'm not really 100% sure exactly what was going on there.
No, it all looked a little bit messy.
I have been involved in a couple of safety car glitches where it tells you to pass. And SLR Toto Wolff just got hit in the back there by Medclaw, and again, no penalty there.
To see that you're not getting silly penalties for collisions beyond the safety platform.
Yeah.
On the looks of it. Not too sure what all these guys are doing. They're all coming to a stop around final corners. JPB now apparently speeding in the pits.
Oh, he's
So his
having
race goes to see he has a wing change as well.
yeah, he's having an absolute stinker, to put it one way. He will not be a happy chap right now.
He is now back to the back of the pack though, although he is at the back of the pack and a lap down, so that is...
Yeah, couldn't have predicted this top 10 if you asked me at the start. Very
definitely
mixed
not.
up from where I actually thought. But yeah, Calvin looks like he's going to take that strat for medium, which but it's whether he can keep Pazuzu behind at the moment, because Pazuzu will have those cards nice and warmed up and maybe go for something in the restart there.
Yeah, Cowan obviously working his way back up into P1, which of course dropped down to P6 in lap 1, and the route he's back now up into P1 again. But one of only a few drivers now, it looks like, that will still have to pit in this race.
Again, I don't think Maxwell's got himself in a bad position after that pit, considering he will have fresher tyres towards the end of the race, and seeing the pace that he was showing up to keep himself out of trouble to the end of the race. I still think it's a podium.
I definitely agree with that. I think it just depends on how well he can navigate all that traffic that's between him and Pazuzu, who of course he was fighting earlier on for the podium places and for the lead of the race. It could be a late call on the safety car here. Yep, it is a late call on the safety car. Still messy at the back of the pack by the looks of things, with the likes of Hickman and Steve-O, but I think everyone's just about unscathed through this safety car period. As Cowan is now going to lead his way. We'll go back into P2 once again on the restart. Looks like Pazuzu's timed it quite nicely here, but Toto Wolff has timed it even better in the AlphaTauri. He's going to go side by side with Pazuzu in the McLaren. He's going to be later on the brakes, don't you think, having that inside line. And yes, he makes a move stick, and Pazuzu's hit by Necklaw, and that's going to allow Harvey OC to sweep through. Back up into P3, and now Pazuzu's overtaking him again. So yeah, messy restart once again from 4, guys. Cameron and Richie Chapel going side by side up into turn 4. Maxwell's going to look for TNXPG and Lembo fight just behind you.
Wow, that moment involving Kazuki there and RBLC, that was a bit of a through goes Hamilton situation, that was.
Aggi's gone again. So is William Lex.
Yeah, William Lex has gone there.
Oh, so that's Richie Chapel going very deep into turn 10. He's going to come back onto the track in a bit of an unsafe manner, it has to be said, but he's going to now get a lovely run down the straight because of that. He's going to challenge Lembo, who is also potentially inside of Maxwell. Thinks better of its contact. Cameron's round is all kicking off. It's constant action here. TXPG now round the outside of Richie Chapel. That was a lovely move, but could have potentially been under yellow flags. And while all this has been going on, Cowan is just streaking away out in the lead.
Yeah, and Maxwell's gained a couple of positions back, and he is or could be taking very soon. And Hickling with a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Looks like Pazuzu wants a bit of revenge on Toto Wolff here for what happened previously and for the move.
There's contact, sorry, Lembo's gone. Contact with TNXPG. Didn't look like McLaren too much wrong there. A bit of greedy use of the traction from Lembo in the Alfa Romeo, and yeah, side pod to front left tyre, and Lembo is round.
Toto Wolff nearly went for an extremely brave move there on Pazuzu, but has now gone behind. I don't think there'll be any more antics. I think Pazuzu has started to leave, and JPP getting with another 5-second time penalty for ignoring the blue flag.
Looks like Toto Wolff is starting to struggle now on his medium tyres.
Yeah.
Also, what's been going on is with Darkstorm back down to P15, so apologies for missing that one. Harvey OC and Toto Wolff making contact through the back end of turn 12 there. Harvey's managed to sneak through despite going a hell of a long way up the track. I think Toto Wolff could come back in here on the start finish straight, although just not getting the exits that he would have been getting a few laps ago now. Those medium tyres starting to degrade and wear away from him.
And the ERS, the battery's down 13% for Toto Wolff, so yeah, it's going to be tight considering Harvey still has about 35% ERS to make sure he can stay clear of Toto Wolff there. But Pazuzu doing a great job keeping himself ahead. Just needs to stay close enough to Cowan to make sure that when he does pit, assuming to be soft throughout here, that he can keep himself in P1. Max Pay close enough to Metro as well. See himself crawling back up positions if he can find the pace there. Oh, and Metco's going for a move. Toto Wolff. Can I dive it? Ooh. Yeah, very well. But again, that drain in the ERS from Toto Wolff is really starting to affect him, considering Nedcraw's now sat on 40%. Oh! And Nedcraw nearly went off there.
Here comes Maxwell. Whilst all this is going on as well, because usually he lost them from the start to Cowan, clawing back at that advantage from Save made for himself. It should only be kind of 5 or 6 laps when you think Cowan will be in with another penalty for not being flagged. It's getting a bit silly now, I'm afraid, for him. He really just needs to get out of the way of these guys, save himself some trouble from stewards or potentially admins. Nedclaw defending for his life against Maxwell, really deep into turn 1, but somehow managed to hold that position. Looks like Toto Wolff potentially being a bit of a cork in the bottle here for a few of these guys.
Yeah, looks like he really is starting to back everyone up there a bit with his 12 lap mediums. Again, I don't know if Toto Wolff is looking to do the medium soft strat, but think he's going to find it very difficult at the moment with the pace that he's holding on these mediums to hold out to go for the softs, because I can't see softs lasting any more than 10 laps. To hold out for 4 more on these mediums might be a struggle to hold this position.
Obviously his pace is taking a bit of a hit, but I think he would just about be able to take these mediums to the end of the race if he really had to. Leclerc having to lift off a hell of a lot there through turn 12 just to make sure he didn't extend and pick up a warning for track limits. That could mean potentially another lap still before he can make a move on Toto Wolff.
And we've got TNFBG starting to creep up on Maxwell as well.
He's showing some good pace in the McLaren driver. Looks like his race pace is stronger than his quali pace, and that's for sure. And his quali pace isn't half bad either. Maxwell having a bit of a look, half look really down the inside of Leclerc, and he knew he was never too close to make a move there.
TNFBG narrowly avoiding the back end of Maxwell there, having to go a little bit deep, bit late in the braking into turn 1. Oh, and that's it.
Toto Wolff's gone.
And Leclerc. Was it Leclerc?
Looks like it's just the AlphaTauri driver facing the wrong way. I'm not sure. Apologies for missing that. But there's another battle going on between Steven and Cameron that caught my eye. Let's try and get towards the Tunix BG. Well, Leclerc's lost quite a chunk of time from that. Trying to see from the back of the McLaren if he has some damage. It looks like he might do, judging by his sudden loss of pace. And now Maxwell back into P4, which is a net P3, of course, and Cowan's still yet to pit. Now, winning Lex has gone once again. He's not having a great time either.
And whilst all of this has been going on, Pazuzu's still clawing away at that time towards Cowan.
Looks like Cowan's going to come out of the pits, I reckon, about the 11th and 12th. But could still get himself back up into the top 5 here. He's got good pace on those soft tyres. Wouldn't count out a podium here either. It's going to be Maxwell that will be fighting for it in the final place in the podium. We'll have to gain about 15 seconds, I reckon, in the final 10 laps, which certainly isn't impossible. Not Hickman, Leclerc, that is, into the pits, getting rid of those hard tyres he's been running since the start of the race. TNXBG has dived down the inside of Maxwell. And it looks like he's made that move stick, and he is now up into the net P3, so it's a McLaren 1-3 net as it stands. That'd be a fantastic result for them. We have more yellow flags in Sector 2. It looks like winning Lex has gone for a spin once again.
See that?
Race to forget, that is for sure.
TNXBG may well have got Maxwell, but Maxwell will have DRS, and he has got 70% battery. TNX currently has 9%, had 0 when going for the overtake on Maxwell. So I don't think it will be long before Maxwell regains that position.
No, he's certainly playing the long game here as the house driver, keeping a lot of that battery for when he'll need it most later on in the race. Still a hell of a long way to go yet, actually, as Toto Wolff looks like has gone again.
Oh, Richie Chapel has gone on the deepest dive and got a 3-second time penalty for doing so for track limits. What a race so far. There has been so much drama and we've got so much left.
Looks like JPP Galen down at 17 is going to try and unlap himself with Richie Chapel. Not the wisest of decisions.
And that's whilst Cameron comes along.
Out completely. And that's Cameron through, yeah. Everyone's going to be cursing JPP Galen, I think. Rightly so, if you ask me. It's not his fight at all. Race of others, it has to be said, unfortunately. Now Richard Chapel is going to have contact with him.
Oh, Cameron nearly didn't hold it off there in turn 3. It looks like Maxwell is still biding his time. Has he used about 20% of his battery since I was last on board with him? But he's sitting there, just needs to keep it clean and consistent. And the back of TNXBG just flashing away there, letting Maxwell know that he manages to keep it consistent, then he'll have that opportunity soon.
Maxwell's obviously used a lot of battery to try and keep up with TNXBG. It looks like even without that ERS, the McLaren man is absolutely flying at the moment. We're going to stick on board with this battle for the time being, though. It looks like it's one of the closest battles on the track. JPP has gone again, and so he's finally got out of here for Cameron and Mr. Chapel. I'm sure they're going to be thankful for that. He's still in the race, and that's the most important thing. SLR whistle leads the session, so that's nothing to worry about. Maxwell's going to move and going to try and make it stick on the outside. TNXBG breaks very early there, actually, and Maxwell swoops around the outside at turn 1 there. Lovely move from the Hess driver.
Don't know if TNXBG there was thinking he may have had a bit of a switchback situation he could have got onto there, but yeah, Maxwell took the traction there and had a decent exit out to get himself ahead, so it was only a matter of time.
Now that Cowan stays out, the better it looks for him in terms of where he's going to come out of the pits. He's probably going to be looking to try and come out around that P7 point where Cameron is now to have more yellow flags. That is Negtor, I think, who's gone again. No, is it Hickman?
No, Hickman, yeah.
It is, it's Hickman who's gone.
And interestingly, what I thought that the other draft has been going on, Zuzu actually lost half a second to Cowan.
Cowan showing really good pace, actually, considering it's like 18 lap old medium tyres.
Those safety cars really playing into his hands for the tyre management now.
Yeah, it certainly has. Could be another couple of laps then until we see him in the pits.
Oh, and he's coming in now.
Well, yep, scrap that. He's coming to the pits now, as you say, James. Still on board with this TNXBG Maxwell battle. Looks like TNXBG is going to have another go at it here, but he's got absolutely no battery at all, so it's going to be hard work for him.
But Maxwell's used all of his as well, so this is going to be always taken
a big
lot
top end. Here we go then. TNXBG with the run up the hill out of turn 3. Go up the inside into turn 4. It looks like Cam Maxwell hold it. He's going to look for a switchback potentially, which is not quite got that grip on the exit that he needs. And TNXBG back up into P3 here.
The fact that TNXBG managed to make Maxwell use 70% ERS when he was on 0, and now they're both on equal amounts of ERS, is impressive. And he's got the position back. So very good pace from TNXBG there for 3rd place at the moment.
Cowan out the pits then into P8. He's got past Richie Chapel already, courtesy of a spin from his teammate. Looks like he's got a decent little gap. He's got Steve-O ahead of him, but after that he's got a good 3 or 4 seconds to Cameron. Where is he? He is 15 seconds off of that podium. He's got 10 laps to do it, so that's easy enough to work out. 1.5 seconds a lap he needs the Mercedes driver. Do we think he can do it, James?
I think with the pace he was showing, it's possible. I think Pazuzu is going to really push because he knows that he'll be coming. But let's see. You never know. There might be an incident right in front of Cowan commentator's curse there, but we'll see what happens.
I think I'd have to argue here, really, that Cowan, if he'd gone onto the hard tyres, certainly had a very strong chance of winning this race. The pace that he showed on those old mediums, but deciding to stay out and go onto the softs, could potentially still get him a podium. I think the likes of Pazuzu and Harvey are just too far out of reach of the 22 to 20 seconds up the road, but I'm sure he's going to give it his all here. Cameron next up the road for him. Baggy has gone once again. That must be about the 6th or 7th time we've seen him facing the bottom of this race. Unfortunately for him, as now Hicklin has gone again at turn 1. It's going to allow his teammate Neglaw up into the points in P10. Harvey only 2 seconds behind Pazuzu actually. He's been slept on a little bit in this race, but he's had some really good race pace.
Yeah, again, he's not made mistakes, took advantage when he could. Double overtakes when other drivers are sleeping and battling away. He's really kept himself in it. He's done really well this race so far.
Yeah, up 9 places from beating 11 on the grid as well. Obviously qualified 12 and would have gained a grid penalty for a whistle, but yeah, it looks like the race pace is really strong for Harvey OC at the moment. He's gaining a significant amount of time. It's another 2 or 3 tenths already to Suzu whilst we've been talking. Could potentially be challenging the McLaren man come the end of the race. Another yellow flag. That looks like he's winning Lex again. That allows Lembo back up ahead of him into P15.
And there we go.
Setting the pace of it. He's got that fastest lap of the race. It's looking like about 12.5 seconds now to that final podium spot. So he's doing exactly what he needs to do, and he's got the pace to do it at the moment. If he can keep this up for the rest of the race, obviously we'll gain an extra point for that fastest lap as it stands as well.
And the top 4 now really starting to sort of even out. Maxwell just started that DRS range. I'm not sure if he'll manage to get in that by the protection zone. No, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, a bit more spread out in the top 4 now. But Cowan's starting to make a move on Cameron here. See if he can pull something off. Keeps it smooth.
With his pace advantage here, if he can get the move done this straight, which it looks like he's going to, he could potentially get the DRS off of Scott for the start-finish straight if he can get a bit of a move on in this final sector in a little bit. Yeah, he's gaining heaps of time already. He's getting 3 tenths just out of that one corner alone.
Wow.
He's surely going to have the DRS now on Scott as well, which could be big for his race, just to help him along that little bit extra.
Does he want to push that battery to get them in the DRS?
Doesn't look like it.
No.
Scott, to be fair to him, has put up decent enough pace there to just avoid giving Howard the DRS for at least one straight more. Now let's check that gap once again. He's not getting as much as he would have needed, as he would have liked, as he needs to really on that last lap. Obviously, getting stuck behind Cameron a little bit, who's bound to be slower than at this point on those old hards compared to the fresh softs. We have a spin there. Looks like it's just winning Lex again, so nothing to worry about in terms of our battle for the lead. As Harvey has lost a bit of time against Suzu, so it looks like Suzu and McLaren has got it under control out in front as it stands.
Yeah, and Maxwell just starting to lose time now to TNFBG again, so yeah, now nearly sat 2 seconds behind. Whilst Cowan looks to make a move on this straight.
Yeah. Unfortunately for him, he's kind of he's catching all these guys at the complete wrong time. Really, he needs to be catching on the start-finish straight, not on that short back straight, because that means he's been losing time before in the first few sectors as well. And, he's just not making the gains that he would have needed to, that he would have liked to challenge for that podium. They could all be unravelling for him after what was a fantastic qualifying. Just unfortunately looking like the wrong strategy call at the moment for Cal and Mercedes.
Yeah, I think like we said at the start, the medium hard was the safe option. Medium soft if you could take the pace that far. But it looks like, Harvey OC, really impressive drive. Absolutely consistent, keeping TNXBG 7 seconds behind. Lost, obviously losing some pace to Pazuzu, but really consistent race and managed to stay out of trouble and take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, he's got to be a contender for driver of the day there, surely. Going on from P11 on the grid. We've had one in Lex retire on the pits and another spin for JPP.
Yeah, JPP's had a bad day today. It will take him a week to recover from this. Pazuzu's starting to what's the back markers here? And Cowan now has the long road ahead to Maxwell.
The mission is now, can he get there before the end of the race?
Looks like there's a little battle going on here between Richard Chappell and Steve, I think. Steve-O's just straight off, yeah.
I've been following that for the last sector or so, and yeah, Steve-O with a unusual one there. He's in the points though, he's having a nice race, Steve-O. Looks like he's been in the wars a bit as he so often finds himself. Not usually his fault. He's going to come into the pits. I like that. He's going to pit with a fresh set of soft tyres. He's going to lose a place to Negmore here, but he's going to be flying at the end of the race and could potentially get himself the fastest lap. With Cameron as well just ahead of him in the pits for a new wing, which could be Steve-O's thinking here. He's going to come out probably still ahead of the Alpine man. Yep,
and he does
just come out ahead, so he's not lost any positions there, Net. Steve-O's still in P9.
Cameron's managed to gain a second since I was last on board. So he is coming up, but it's not going to be enough to secure that podium, I don't think.
Too little, too late, unfortunately, for Cowan. But he's shown some fantastic pace. He can take a lot of confidence from this race for the rest of his season. Getting it off to a good start, obviously with that pole position, and he has looked like one of the quickest guys out there this evening, that's for sure. Richard Chappell, I've noticed, since Steve-O pitted, has had a few hairy moments on this lap alone. And now I guess the question for Steve-O and Cameron is, can they get anywhere near Negmore in this final few laps, and can they get the fastest lap of the race? Cameron's had a big moment out of turn 10, looked like he was kissing the back of Steve-O's Haas. I think another driver that would surprise me, I'm not sure about you, James, but Darkstorm has just not been there in the race at all, really.
Yeah, I sort of. Yeah, I really didn't expect Darkstorm to stay in the pack in the middle, to be honest. I expected him to claw his way through towards the top again, but and there's a 3-second time for that before Steve-O for trucking it. But yeah, I expected Darkstorm to claw the way up the grid order, but it's just not happened.
No, I'm not sure what's happened to him, whether he's picked up some damage or what. Yeah, he's kind of just been stuck in that lower half of the field the whole race, really. It's now Hickman's retired in the pits, that's his race done. Unfortunately, not the start to the season that Phil have been hoping for. Steve and Cameron still going at it a little bit, but it looks like Cameron will have got the move done now. He's 12 seconds behind, he's got 3 laps to go, so unless Negmore makes a serious mistake, it looks like it's going to be P9 at best for Cameron. Let's just get position changes again though for you guys, and get some nominations for Driver of the Day in the screenshot, that'd be appreciated. I think we've got to look at the likes of Hardy OC, he's had a fantastic race, got 9 places. Obviously Pazuzu, who is still your race leader as it stands, he's had a fantastic race. Even Cowan, he's dropped 4 places, it has to be said, but his pace was fantastic, just unfortunately making a wrong strategy call for him. So yeah, we can get a few votes in the chat that can make our lives easier trying to pick a driver of the day.
And Cameron now with the 3-second time penalty for track limits, and Steve-O has dropped off the pace, and Cameron sort of starts to run away with that now.
He's got no reply for that pace that Cameron's showing now, unfortunately, to Steve-O. I think now as well that it's all dying down a bit, James, probably a good time to ask you as well who you think could drive of the day.
I'm going to say Harvey OC. And reason being, kept himself out of trouble, kept consistent, has managed to get himself onto the podium. And yeah, has gained 9 places throughout the race, and has kept the pace up there to stay in front of TNXPG, my driver of the day.
Yeah, that's well said. It looks like it's a popular one as well as Smith, Dan and Corey also backing him. Smith, Dan saying Harvey driver of the day, I reckon. Corey, Harvey's really brilliant. Looks like William Lex is very yourself. No, fair enough, mate.
Yeah, you
Got to go
got
for it.
got to back yourself.
Yeah, got to back yourself.
Oh,
100%. Ooh, got to spin this Cameron.
yeah.
He's gone. Looks like he's avoided damage there, but maybe a bit of a dent to his pride, and that's allowed Stevo back through. So Stevo back into P9 here. It looks like Cameron now is going to be too far back to challenge Stevo. A couple laps left for these guys, but gap of about 6 seconds to be a tall order for Cameron to claw back now. Cameron's actually been, he's still been gaining whilst everything else has been going on. He's still way too far back to be challenging Maxwell, but
Yeah, gaining.
it does show that the pace is strong for him still on these soft tires.
Yeah, so gaining about 4 seconds in the last 5 laps, but it's still just not enough, unfortunately, for him. So the strategy really did let him down. Great drive, didn't make mistakes. It's just the strategy that let him down there. But it looks like the prediction of having Maxwell on the podium at the moment isn't coming to fruition. It was very close, but the battle between him and TNXBG was a very good one at that. So still made for good entertainment.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to get any of the podium in here. We just say some Cow and Maxwell and Russell. Obviously, Russell was really sending early on. Maxwell and Cow got close, but yeah, unfortunately not quite close enough. And whilst I've been talking, actually, I've noticed Harvey OC has gained a good 1.2 seconds to Pazuzu here in the last few laps.
Yeah, he found
it's going to
some
be too
paddles.
little too late, unfortunately, but he could be putting Pazuzu under a little bit of pressure here, getting him a little bit nervous in that cockpit.
Yeah, the consistency from Harvey OC this race, the fact that he's still managing to pull the pace out and gain time on Pazuzu on the last lap on those tyres, a great effort all round and a great start to his season.
And it looks like, yeah, we are going to go for him to drive today. I'd have to agree with that as well. I mean, up 9 places, regardless of what division you're in or how the race unfolds for you, is always an impressive feat. And yeah, podium start of his season, I'm sure he'll be very happy with that, starting from P11 on the grid.
Absolutely.
It is going to be Pazuzu and the McLaren, who started third, to round the final few corners now. He takes the first win of the season, season 9 in Division 4. Fantastic drive from him, puts a calm head under the pressure. Likes of Harvey OC, Maxwell and Carwin. It is Harvey in second, and there's going to be a double McLaren podium with TNX, BG and P3. Fantastic drive from him as well, who he kept it very clean and consistent. Maxwell in P4, just unfortunately not having the pace to keep up with TNX, BG in the closing stages. Carwin in P5. Probably the wrong strategy choice from him, unfortunately, having started on pole position, but fantastic pace from him. Scott, a quiet one from him in P6. Not really kept up with him too much after the early exchanges, but 8 points on the board to start his season is a nice way to go about it. Richie Chaplin 7th, 8 places up for him as well, so another strong performance from the Mercedes man. Mercedes P5 and P7, good pool of points for them. Necklaw stepping into the Ferrari this race in P8, 4 points for him. Stevo in P9 for now, although it looks like Cameron could be jumping up potentially. No, they stay as they are. Stevo P9, Cameron P10. Both going onto the softs late on. Darkstorm will take P11. Starting P7 after that grid penalty, of course, so qualified P2. A bit of a weird one for him. He's just nowhere in that race, unfortunately. Not sure if he got damage or what. Kind of missed it, I think. But yeah, Darkstorm down P11. I'm sure he'll be a little disappointed with that. But what a fantastic race.
That was a great. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was a great race all in all. The amount of drama that was going on, the fact that Pazuzu managed to keep himself there. Yeah, unbelievable race. So much going on. Too much going on at some points to even keep up with.
Yeah.
I expect nothing less of Division 4.
Division 4 never disappoints. I always thoroughly enjoy when I step in occasionally to commentate on these ones. They're never boring, that's for sure. And yeah, McLaren double podium. What a fantastic start for those guys. Calvin did get the fastest lap as well in the end, so that's an extra point for him. So yeah, Pazuzu P1, Harvey P2. Rounding out the podium is TNX BG, Maxwell 4th, Cowan 5th, Scott in P6 with Richie Chappell 7th, Nedclaw 8th, and Stephen Cameron rounding out the top 10. Those are your points finishers. Darkstorm in P11, Lembo from P4 on the grid ended up in P12. Quite a lot of spins for him, and Toto Wolff and Baggy and JPP, who were your final finishers. Hicklin, Women Lex, Russell and Neymar all DNF'd, and Tim Olet says DNF here, but weirdly got disqualified due to a bit of a naff game glitch, it has to be said. But yeah, there you have it. If we could get the top 3 into the party, we will do the podium interviews shortly. I don't know how you want to go about these, mate. If you maybe take P3 and P2 and I'll take first. Do you want to do it like that?
Yeah.
Right.
Hello.
We'll just wait for Harvey to join the party and then we'll get underway. Alright, while we wait for Harvey, if you guys want to tick your box. Oh, Harvey is here, so I'll say it to all you guys then. Please make sure you tick your boxes so the guys on the stream can hear you, and I'll hand over to James to start the podium interviews with TNXBG.
Yeah, so 3rd place at Bahrain for Division 4 Season 9. TNXBG, how did you find that race?
I think qualifying was definitely really difficult in terms of the second runs. I think the first runs were fine, and then the second runs I just lost all my pace. But then I think when it came to the race, I kept my nose tied into turn 1, and then I kind of just had to get my head down and like knuckle down and get on with it.
And we saw you had quite the battle there with Maxwell for a little while. How did you find that?
Oh, I loved it. I loved every second. That battle was insane. I think once he got a little bad exit onto turn 1, and then I got the DRS down the second straight down into. Well, I don't know what turn it was. I think I then knew that I had to save my ERS and then just again focus.
Yeah, no, it was a great battle for us to watch. I'm sure everyone else watching, it was a great battle to witness. So, yeah, congratulations on the P3 and well done on a podium on the first race of the season.
Thank you.
So now moving on to our P2, Harvey OC. Harvey, very, very consistent race. Kept your nose clean the whole time and managed to land yourself a P2 and a podium. How do you feel about the race and how do you feel it went? Hello? No?
Ooh, hello?
No, I don't think. Harvey, OC?
Harvey?
No, I don't think we've got him. We might come back if he does say something. I don't know if you want to go to our race winner.
Yeah, we'll move on then. Looks like, unfortunately Harvey unable to speak to us today, but we'll say congratulations to him on P2. And yeah, we'll move on to your race winner, Pazuzu's getting the season off to the perfect start. It looked like Harvey put you under a little bit of pressure there in the closing stages, but you kept a cool head and made the right strategy call early on. Both myself and James in the comms box likened the switch to the hard tyres. It looked like you did it at the perfect time, and yeah, reaping the rewards of that with a good pace as well to bring home the victory. So just give us your thoughts on how that race was.
Well, first off, I'd like to congratulate my teammate on on a podium. It's great points for McLaren at the start. Qualifying, to be quite honest, was the scruffiest I've ever had in my life. Every time I did a lap, I had to get. It was like that lap or nothing. So qualifying didn't go very well, but I got P4. The race, I didn't know what to expect, to be quite honest, but I seemed to get a good start. Tamal, was it? He jumped the start, so he got a drive through. I almost reacted to that. But yeah, Harvey put me under some good pressure. I was having a great fight with Darkstorm at the start as well. But yeah, when the safety car came out, I just pulled. I knew that I could take hards to the end from lap 5, 6. And I finished the race with my tyres at about 72% on the rear, something like that. So the last 2 laps I was losing a lot of time.
Well, yeah, even with that, looks like you managed it very well, and yeah, definitely making the right call with the strategy there. Obviously touched on TNXBG getting his podium as well. Fantastic result, 40 points for McLaren to start their season in Div 4. Is this the start, do you think, of a potential title challenge, not just for yourself but for the team as well?
I mean, to be quite honest, my teammate looks like he's got some good pace. So I mean, I'm hoping we can. I'm here to win. I'm sure he's here to win. So that's our aim.
Well, yeah, I think that's definitely the right attitude to have, especially after that performance. I think you'd be selling yourselves a bit short if you weren't going for it. But yeah, congratulations to yourself, mate, and congratulations to the other 2 podium finishers as well. I think that just about does it for tonight's stream. Thank you very much, James, for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure to share the comms box with you for the first time this evening.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for having me.
I hope we see him again.
Yeah, what a race we have had tonight in Division 4. Action from the very start of qualifying right to the final lap of that race. Pazuzu, Harvey OC and TNXBG are your top 3 this evening. Thank you very much to everyone that interacted with us in the stream chat as well and tuned in to watch the race. Be sure to join us tomorrow night for the McEwen division, 7 o'clock UK time. That is, you'll be able to see me out on track as well for my start to the season. There you go, just a bit of a plug there. And then of course Division 1 to round out the season. I'll be back in the comments box again, but this time supporting Ham, my brother, of course, for Division 1, 7 o'clock on Monday as well. But thank you very much and good night.